Hello, everyone, and welcome to Edge of Legend, Season 2, Episode 22. Who's across the board, everyone? I don't know. I just work here. Anyway, so let's start off by saying hello again to everyone and introducing you to these wonderful legends that you will see before you today. Starting with Randy, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, I'm Randy Alvarenga. I'm playing Lothier Van Linson, and my pronouns are he, him. And Lothier is a druid human. So let's do it.
Heck yeah. Next up, we got Sam. Sam, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, I am Sam, and I am playing Ichipokton Papakui, also known as La Pacifica Dorita. And our pronouns are she, her.
Nice. Well, next up, let's say hello to Kylie. Kylie, please tell us who you are. Please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are, Kylie.
Hi, I'm Kylie, or I go by Kai. It really doesn't matter at this point. Sorry, I scare easily. I play Shionavis, the Elven Ranger, and we both go by she, her.
Heck yeah. Next up, we have Sidney. Please, Sidney, tell us who you are, who you're playing, what your pronouns are.
Hello, my name is Sidney Rubino. My pronouns are she, her. I play Alona, the half-elf cloistered cleric. Yep.
Nice. And next up, we have Wes. Wes, please tell us who is what playing pronouns now. Please give them to me.
Hi, I'm Wes. I'm playing Dragon Targear. We're both he, him. That's it.
We should do grab bag accents for our next intro.
Oh my gosh.
Now look, I do think that's a good idea
Okay.
right there.
Yeah.
I think that would be good.
That's
That
the
might be
only one
fun.
I know how to do those.
Let's just start all over, y'all.
You have to
Straight from the
switch.
top.
You have to switch it like every sentence. You must switch.
Yeah.
Like then, like no, you have different accents. Like maybe throw out many of these.
Of course,
No,
what
it
we'll
could-
do
it
is
could be
we'll
very fun.
create a document with different accents and we'll roll the 20s and we go from there.
Yes, I think this is a good idea.
And,
And this
anyway,
could be a donation thing. Like
This should have been
start
our
the
2-year anniversary thing.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
Big
we
brain,
are
right?
getting close to 100 episodes, I do believe.
Wow.
I believe the 100th episode is going to be happening sometime in like August or September. We're getting close to
Didn't
it.
it already pass?
I don't know. But we're definitely going to talk
Wow.
about that when the time comes. Anyway, before we get completely derailed, my name is PJ. I am the GM for Edge of Legend and Nat 20 Productions official here on Twitch. And my pronouns are he, him, and I'll be playing everyone and everything in between. And before I go, I don't want to forget, because I keep forgetting, and I hate that I forget. I want to start off by thanking our awesome TD Joe for being the best TD. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
You are amazing and you are worthy of thanks and praise. So,
Every time we make Joe laugh behind the camera and he forgets he's unmuted, an
Oh, it's
angel
the
gets
best.
its wings.
absolutely. True facts. All right. So, without further ado, here's what you missed last week. If you haven't seen the amazing recap done by Kylie on our YouTube /Nat20Prods, PRODS. You can go ahead and check that out where all of our archived episodes are. But in case you didn't see it, here's what you missed last week on Edge of Legend. There was it was the drug trip episode, y'all. They went into the local tavern, and Lothier was kind enough to use their mushroom of journeying, for lack of a better word, and they went through a journey through memories and time, and went to see basically what had happened for Tobias Raphaelis' father, who was the ultimate penultimate martyr and died in the 8th cycle before this one. They found themselves in an almost unknown town called Dragon's Grave, with statues of different dragons, and Tobit himself standing on the water about to be embraced by a tidal wave. And inside the tidal wave, something hidden, a pair of eyes. Well, Lothier decided to F around, and he found out by diving further into time and memory, kind of doing a double inception, going into those eyes themselves and finding the corrupted tyrant who warned him that I will come and I will destroy everything. You had your chance to save yourself, so here I come. Now, when the trip ended, it was a very abrupt snap back to reality with a whole bunch of new questions and conversations. They were able to get a ritual by getting something from Zero Leor, and Dragon tried to put on the armor of Minerva before she died and ascended to become a goddess, and it went about as terribly as you'd imagine that would go as. And in this time, they opened up a one-way channel to talk to Tanine, everyone's favorite 30,000-year-old wormkin who has a terrible knack for names. And it was then they started asking more questions, and he warned them about a fellow wormkin of 30,000 years of age as well, named Arbad, who is definitely out there and definitely not too happy. And I believe we had to cut the episode round the time of questions because we were running out of time. So here's what we're going to pick up both. Right here in the middle of this ritual with Tanine on the line. If you have any other questions for me, the GM, or this 30,000-year-old champion wormkin of Azmot, please, now's the time to ask or bring it up, or, hey, just shoot the breeze. And a hush falls over the crowd. Yes, Sam.
Ichi says, so wormkin, not related to earthworms at all?
Tanine just goes,
I see what you did there. No, related to dragons. In old tongue, they're referred to as werums, which is ironically where the little earthworms get their name from. They get them from the great dragons. Yeah.
Wonder how big of a fish you could catch with one of those.
Well, if you'd like to, there's a horrible abomination down by the Sand Sea who'd probably be happy to tell you just how big of a bird or a fish he can catch.
Thank you for your response.
Now finish this survey. How did we do?
You
But your
called
feedback-
me. I don't know. When?
That was.
Wait, weren't we supposed to ask about a portal? I forget.
Oh, like we were supposed to ask if we could portal. Yeah,
Yeah.
he pretty much vetoed that.
Yep.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, no, what
A
he
little messed up
basically
from the
told,
armor.
don't worry about it. What he told us we basically have to do is travel south again, which means we would travel through some
Yep.
of the most dangerous parts of this continent in
Yeah,
order
I
to get to
remembered.
Dragon's Grave. Yeah. Yeah, there's
Sorry,
a lot.
Minerva did a number on me. I apologize.
You also took hallucinogenic mushrooms. So.
Oh yeah, that was today. What wasn't it? Huh. Time
Yeah,
flies
it's been a
with
long
you guys.
day.
Very long day.
I mean, it's not just time that flies,
Worms.
It's, yeah, well, I don't know if the worms
Worms
fly.
And
But
bats and
but-
griffins.
Yeah, bats and griffins sure do fly.
So, do we have any more important questions to ask? Because I have a lot of dumb questions.
Oh,
that
I
I'll
have
ask.
dumb questions too.
I was just holding out for the
I'm
rest
excited.
of you.
I'm excited to answer dumb questions. I've been locked in the basement of the Sarkon for like 20,000 years. If you have stupid questions, I'm excited for them.
Oh, that's so nice. Maybe another time. We'll save this number, okay? We'll call
I-
you.
Don't
Yeah.
call
One
us.
more from me, and no more from me.
All
One
right.
more from me, and no more from. Okay,
Okay.
bagel or bagel?
Ichi. Oh, listen. I understand this old conversation. They're both wrong. It's bread wheel. Next question.
Oh,
See?
I've got
What did
one
I
about
tell you?
words.
I told you it was a bread wheel.
What do you
I
call
took
the
this.
bugs that glow in the dark? The ones that like kind of light up. I need to know what you call them in your parts.
Oh, well,
There's a right answer and then there's a wrong answer.
I know there's a colloquial, some call them lightning bugs, some call them fireflies, but
Oh,
what you need to understand is at the beginning of all of it, we looked at them and we said, hey, glow butts. And that's what they were called.
I knew it! I
And
knew it!
1,000 years they were called glow butts.
I like it.
Yeah, I thought it was very succinct.
It's pretty accurate.
Just one quick question.
Yeah.
Do you know of an easy way that we can like avoid the prophecy and save our friend? Just just let if there's like a quick shortcut path to that would be lovely.
Cheat code, if you will.
Figure I might as well throw that out there just in case there's like something hidden away in like a 30,000-year-old book or something.
No, it's a very good question. I was there when the whole bloody cycle prophecy was
Mhm.
started. We have to understand they're made for different goals. The past two have been, unfortunately, I think, for the same reason. If you can find a way to kill a god that's already dead that can't seem to die, then that might be the way to do it.
Quick second question. Do you know any weapons that can kill gods that already died that came back again?
Well, unfortunately, no, I'd rather not say. No.
Oh,
Well, now I feel like you need to say it.
we
Yeah, you can't
promised
just
to
go
keep
back.
it secret.
I can get you a cake wheel.
Or a bread wheel.
Really? I would like that. Yes.
Everyone,
Oh,
give
yep.
me a diplomacy check.
Hell yeah. Hell
Good
yeah.
question, Wes.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like-
for 0 points.
The
Oh, no.
dumbest question of all. Just asking for the answer.
28.
28. Okay.
29.
29.
Let's go.
16. Very diplomatic for Dragon.
16, 15. What was yours again, Wes?
Mine was a 16, which is good for Dragon.
So 16, 15. I think there's one more I didn't hear.
23.
23.
And then
Okay.
I
Sam,
had a 15 too, yeah.
15. Okay.
you're
Okay.
15.
Now I'm going to ask you, the players, this. Do you want Tanine to tell you, or do you want Tanine to show you?
I mean,
Visual trips are always best.
Are we
but-
doing more drugs?
So
How about,
he can show us the weapon.
yeah, let's do it.
Shining,
Shining,
shimmering, God
shimmering.
killer.
All right.
See?
So he says, all right, well, I have a connection to you, thankfully, from this ritual. Close your eyes and understand I'm only showing you half. And it's for your own safety, but I'm only showing you half of what you need to know. All right. Starting with in the very beginning. And suddenly everything just goes pitch black. And at first, you don't quite know if you're looking at the sky until you see bubbles bloop, 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 just coming up in front of you. And at this point that you realize you are in the ocean. You
Oh,
are
no.
so deep in the ocean that there is no light visible. Bloop, 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 bloop. And suddenly you look and see as Half is diving down with his trident and he's stabbing a horrific beast. It looks like a squid made entirely out of eyeballs and hands. And he's stabbing it and stabbing it. And then a blast of light comes from behind him and you see Azamat in his platinum dragon form, opening his mouth and blasting at this creature until it breaks in half. They swim past it, and you see Arbad, well, what you think might be Arbad. And you see Tanine and a bunch of other wormkin and ancient humans and gods going deeper into the water until finally this giant stone is sealed with 7 seals and sigils. And you see Koga himself fully in his deific form, made entirely out of steel and sharpened metal, and his the spaces in between his plates are just bleeding as he's slams it shut. And as everyone looks exhausted, you then see time in the water rushes, and you're now out on land. You're in a field. You're in a grassy field with a large dip in the valley, and then it rises to a massive hill. On one side of the valley, there's a massive hillside with 6 people wearing coats and robes and a tall device. course, the other side, you see this massive valley filled with soldiers fighting, the clamor of steel, the screams of war, and the cries of death. Just behind them on the hillside, you see a tree larger than any mountain range, a tree that arches up into the clouds itself. And as you look at this tree, you see that it's not made of bark and roots. It's made out of crystal, pulsing like a heartbeat. Pods starting to open and swell with elves inside of them. And then you see the 6 people on the hill look at the console, press a button, and look back at the tree. And then suddenly everything goes white. Bright white in an instant. There is no sound. There is no feeling of existence. You feel a bit of a wash of energy over you, and then you feel nothing. And then as a force to relive what happens next, you see a tree that would birth the children of gods on fire, destroyed like kindling at the end of the campfire. And somewhere off in the distance, you see an old man, an old wormkin with long white beard and a hood up. And he just shakes his head. True, this is a weapon I could kill those which the gods could not. And I am horrified that we ever made it to begin with. You come back. You're now standing by the ritual site with the book and Tinian's voice. That was over 1,000 years ago. And I happen to know that the man responsible for that flash of white is still alive and making more, but not by choice. Some are gifted life because it's love and joy. Some are cursed and burned with it, burdened in terrible ways. So if you want to find a weapon that could kill a god that's already dead and can't be killed again, well, there is a solution, but I don't think you like it.
I mean, it's a large explosion. I can do that, and he just kind of holds up Fireball in his hand.
Dragon, I
Mhm.
appreciate your enthusiasm, but that's what that was more than just magic. That was Alona turns to Shionibus. That was a
Shionibus is
lot.
trying like not to cry, which is really the first time anyone's really seen her this emotional. That was the start of the great pruning.
I'm sorry you had
Tini,
to see that.
Not the first time I've seen it.
Yeah.
And she like wipes her eyes. It's fine. I'm gonna step outside. And she's going to leave. She just can't get out of here.
I'm gonna leave too, but very much not like getting in your way, more just sort of to be there. So you're gonna see him sort of walk to give you space, but
Shit.
Tanine, thank you for showing us what you did. It was necessary to show us, and that little bit of information is very helpful.
Everyone, can you hear us? I'm just gonna sit here and wait for the playback.
I also don't like chips.
Oh yes, I hear now. Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you so much for being patient with us. Again, Joe, our amazing TD, solved the whole thing. So huge kudos, Joe, for fixing that.
And then Wes, our resident potato hater,
Oh,
traumatized
yeah.
all of us
Wait,
in the
wait.
meantime.
the tater hater. That's what it is.
Hater,
The
hater.
hater. Yeah, that's my gift to you, Wes. I'm very sorry.
Thank you. No, I'm
Yes.
the tater hater.
But-
I
but-
take that mantle. I will put it
but-
on myself.
Salute you, sir.
But Wes, can we
Yeah.
ever figure out if we're ever hanging out in person? Will you still figure out what potato of the day you are with me?
Absolutely. That's
Wait,
different.
can you eat potato chips? Those
I don't like potato chips either.
There's
What
no
about French
redemption.
fries?
We just need to move on because there's no
Only with
redemption.
You're
ketchup.
right. You're right.
Only with ketchup. Yeah, you're right.
With French
Sorry.
fries. French fries only with ketchup. I don't like potato chips at all. I'll eat. I like tortilla chips, but that's the only chip I like.
Tortilla chips are really good though. Anyway, so let's get back into serious mode because it's about to get real
Okay,
serious.
yeah, we just heard about genocide.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's go back to that place.
Yeah, let's go.
And then
Let's
potatoes.
go there delightfully. Why not? So yes, Tanine showed you a memory. You did discuss that it was from the pruning when the elves' trees of life were destroyed. And Shionibus and Lothier left the room, and Sidney Alona wanted a clarification on something. What was that?
Alona wanted clarification on what Tanine showed them because to her it seemed she wanted to make sure if the two things were related or if Tanine was like, you can kill a god with this horrible monster thingy that's deep in the ocean. That I don't know if he was alluding that there's a weapon in that monster thing that can kill it, or if you release the monster, it could kill the big bad guy, or nuke the bad guy with the elf bomb.
Oh, sorry. I guess I use that as maybe in a perfect transition. My point was that there are gods or creatures or things in this world, but the gods themselves can't kill. And they are fought other things. So, in regards to your question, there are some things that the gods themselves can't kill, but there are some things that can kill that which the gods cannot.
I feel like this is a very like Captain Jack Sparrow discussion. Yeah, like when he like rolls up in town and he's like, "Did you see me do the thing?" Like talking circles around people. That's what I feel like is happening because I'm trying to understand if you're saying that the Green King can't be killed, and even the gods can't kill him and give up. Or use this creature that's locked underground as a weapon to kill the Green King, or there's a weapon that was used to kill this monster thing that sealed it, that maybe you could also use the sealing device to kill the Green King.
It seems like they were just making an example of the tentacle monster that that they couldn't kill it, and then the bomb thing that worked.
Yes. We sealed it, so he could also seal it away.
Oh, okay. So you're saying we can take the Green King
Yes.
and take and seal and a seal.
Yes.
And underwater, that's where seals are.
Oh no.
And
Yes.
they go away.
The musician plays underwater?
I need to know that are you thinking I'm talking about a lovely blubber-filled amphibious mammal that barks and lives on the coastline?
Oh, those are very tasty.
Yes.
Are seals amphibious?
They do live, they can swim underwater, but they also go on land. Isn't that?
No.
Well, I think
they
amphibious,
do.
like a submarine, and amphibious, like an amphibian, might be a different thing. But
Yes.
whether or not the seal is going to solve the problem of the Green King, it doesn't seem plausible to me.
Amphibious.
So what are you saying?
Living in or suited for both land and water.
Thank you. Thank you,
But a
random voice
seal
of reason.
is a mammal.
It's an
Seal has a
amphibious
pocket
mammal.
Dictionary.
It's an amphibious mammal. It's a mammal is amphibious. Listen, to
But it's
answer your
not
question.
amphibian.
It was not. No, I said amphibious. Well, I think I said amphibious. Either way.
The
Either
true
way.
fact is that they're lovely chunky boys.
They're quite fun to poke. Listen, to answer your question, I guess if you have to glean anything from this knowledge, it's that there are things that are hard to kill even by the god standards, and as such, you can try to lock them away, or you can do the other thing that I showed you. Now, I'm not saying there aren't more options. These are just two things that I've seen in my 30,000 years of life that come to my mind.
I feel like the Green King was already locked up once, and he didn't stay there for long, and that was part of the problem, where he was like lying dormant, and then was, I don't know. I appreciate the insight.
I'm glad I could
Nonetheless.
help. Yeah.
This person that you said is responsible for the destruction of the trees of life. You said they're still alive, and they're making more.
Yes, more powerful
Where?
versions. They currently reside in a massive technotropolis called New Jack City.
We were going to go there anyway.
We do have to pass through on our way to Dragon's Grave.
Yes. I would exercise extreme caution. He's a very old, frail man, forced alive by powers beyond our plane. He has a lot of security. And I suppose the rest will be apparent when you see him.
Okay. Thank you for all of your help, Tanine. We really appreciate it.
Of course, yes. If you need anything else, let me know. Tell Shunibus I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend him.
What was his name for Lothier?
Molar.
Molar. That's right.
Mm.
I don't think actually Alona is the only one on the entire party that did not get a weird name. He actually knows Alona's name. Everyone else gets a weird name.
Didn't I call you Baloney? No?
Oh,
No, I'm thinking of Billy, who is also Tiffany.
what?
Who are you again? Mona? You're Mona. That's right, you're Mona.
Right. Thank you, Tanine, very much. And if we need you, we'll call you again.
All right. I look forward to it. And if you have any exploits you want to add to my 34th book, I'll be very excited to take it down. Yes.
I can't wait to see what you write about the our adventures in Shin together.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. I need to start writing notes and get it ready for the next book. Yes.
I can't wait for us to be credited improperly in the book. Thank you so much. And Alona is going to end the call.
Okay.
Oh wait, Shonibus, did you want to say something? Did you want to come back?
No,
in?
I had a question. I had a question for PJ.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where I would know what that first pruning was, right?
Yes, you would.
Can I have that location? Because Kylie only has one brain cell.
It was the tree
Shonibus
of
has
life
two.
located on the Acadian continent.
right.
Cool. No doubt.
Also, I just want to point out in chat, Reap Psyche's incredible Yzma illusion with the
Green
boxes.
King, and you put him in a box. Then you put that box inside of another box. You put all that box to yourself, and then when it arrives, you smash it with a hammer.
It's brilliant, I tell you. Genius, I say. Or does he have on post-it? Let's poison him with this. Pulls out Elf Nuke.
Yeah.
Hero point.
Funnily enough, that's the second time that Yzma has been brought up tonight. It just wasn't.
We
on
weren't even
screen.
on camera, right?
No,
Uh-huh.
it wa-
No.
yeah, it was just
Yeah.
you
How did you
in the
know?
green
Like,
room.
Creep psyche. How did you know?
And the interesting thing was, it was the exact same reference too. It was the box
Yeah.
in a box, and you mail it to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Green box.
while you're doing this, just to make sure, I'm going to cut to Shonibus and Lothir, who are outside. They've left this point in time. If you want to talk through this moment, have the role play, let me know. If you want to just kind of fast forward, also let me know.
I look over. Are you okay? Yep. So Lothier would be watching Chionibus very carefully, but like not staring, like kind of, he would be crouched down looking at some plant or a tree or a bird or anything that's living. And sort of just kind of looking over to make sure Chionibus is okay. But also realizing that he doesn't understand what that was like for Chionibus to sort of relive that terrible moment. And so if Chionibus wanted to talk, he'd give the space. And if not, then he's also okay.
She'll most likely like keep her back turned to Lothier. And
Not the elf nuke, is it? Not again.
No.
Let's try this again. She'll most likely keep her back to Lothier and just you didn't have to come out here with me.
Oh, I'm sure I know you're strong enough to deal with this, but that was a lot for me too. And I can only imagine how much harder it would be for you.
Yeah, it's, I saw it happen in my country thousands of years ago. So it's one of those things that you kind of just block out, I guess. And
Yeah.
then kind of just off its back. Almost like when you have a loved one that you lost and you see something that reminds you of them, and everything kind of just goes to the forefront. But I appreciate you coming out here anyway. I didn't have a chance to say this earlier, but and she turns around to look at you. I'm glad you joined our little group of misfits. Sometimes I'm not the most welcoming. Usually it's Ichi or Alona that steps up for that. So I'm glad you kind of stuck around.
I'm glad to be here. And if it's any consolation, if you ever need someone to be a friend, just to listen or just to stand there with you, I'm here.
Same to you. I know this probably isn't the easiest journey for you to become a druid. Is that what I gathered? Is that right?
Trying to, yeah. It's I'm learning a bit about what destroyed the land. That is the reason people where I'm from are starving and dying. And I'm trying to help, and I somehow am wrapped up in all of this thing that is bigger than anything I could ever have imagined. And seeing that weapon, something with that kind of power that could take something, it blows my mind. And I just don't want to. I think he said there are more being created, and the thought of that really made me sick to my stomach. So I guess I came out here a little bit for myself too, and you notice for a second that there's in his eye just sort of a very small lightning bolt that's just sort of flashing a little bit, just a little bit. He's a little pissed about it, but then he lowers his eyes and he goes, "Sorry. Sometimes." Do you remember when we met the druids at the site of Acadia or the site of Nineveh not too long ago?
Briefly.
Each tribe has different abilities, each druid circle, right? I'm kind of mixing different schools, and that affects me a bit differently. You see, there's storms, and then there's animals and transforming and all of that. And I'm just trying to figure out where I fit in as a druid and with my abilities. And sometimes when I get angry, I lose control. And that's why I try to be as happy and calm as I can, because that's who I really am, I think, you know, and I don't like losing myself. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It makes a lot of sense. But it's okay to be angry. I've been angry for a long time about various things. Sometimes you need that to still connect with your roots and get to the core of who you really are. And that's okay. So, why don't we figure out this son of a bitch together? And you got my back and I got yours.
You know it.
She's gonna pat his shoulder, and then she's gonna walk back in.
Same. I follow.
Hero point for the two of you. Absolutely. So the group reconvenes after I believe you all decide to hang up the line with Tanin based off of his book and the ritual to activate the divination connection. Is there anything else you wish to do, talk about, or even any questions or little RP you want before we move on to the next bit?
Yeah, I think Dragon would go up to Janabas. Look, I'm sorry for bringing the conversation towards that. That's was not my intention.
You didn't know. There's no way you could have known. It's in the past, and you know, it is what it is.
That's true, but it's your past, and I definitely know that even when you try and forget things or let things go, your past tends to stick with you, no matter what you do. So, again, I apologize.
It's okay. It's not, like I said, it's you couldn't have known. I'm not one to necessarily share about myself, and I know I'm terrible at that. Alona has brought it up, and she kind of rolls her eyes several times. And it's okay. You know, we'll get through this. We'll figure it out. But I do appreciate you apologizing. You know, we all go through hard times, and I hope that when you go through yours, that you know that you have a shoulder to always lean on.
I appreciate that. And likewise.
So everyone, where are we headed to?
Well, if everyone is on the same page, we need to start heading south. I think we should hit Enshelator first. Yeah, Enshelator first on our way to Dragon's Grave. Enshelator, Faramis, New Jack City, Dragon's Grave, which means that we should.
You missed a stop in there, actually.
Where?
And the serious face that Dragon had like disappears, and you see just this smirk appear. Well, I mean, before we go anywhere, we have to stop by Bun Boys.
I was gonna say we might also want to find some bats or flying griffins or maybe even like a giant falcon, like something, because flying is a lot faster than taking a cart, which is what we've been doing.
Oh, but Alona won't be able to take Morel with her.
Oh, yeah, we can't do it without
the
Morel.
camel.
Maybe we can get a spell to give Morel wings.
I was gonna say,
A
can when the
flying-
bats like grab it in their little
And the
paws, as
talons,
they
like-
fly? Yeah. Maybe not Beatrice. I think Beatrice would actually eat Morel, but maybe
I don't want a bat. Is there a griffin store in Or? Is there like a place for that?
What a bat.
Or like what's
Bats
another
don't like me,
flying-
right?
Oh,
Well, our bats didn't like you because you were a stranger, but I don't know if generally bats don't like you.
Yeah, but maybe it's just bats have a thing against blue. Maybe they
You
don't like the
know.
color blue.
I don't think that bat would just be against blue people.
Well,
Aren't they
everyone
colorblind?
has preferences. Some people don't like potatoes.
No, I need to.
Some bats don't like blue.
Bats can't see; they have echolocation.
Oh, you're
right?
right. So it's not like
a
anything about how
misconception.
you look. It must just be your personality.
That actually can see. That's a misconception.
But
I'm
they
just
are
throwing that out
completely
there.
colorblind. So, in fact,
are
Oh,
they?
that's fair.
yeah.
Oh,
All right,
I
well-
was totally pulling that out of my ass. I was
Fact,
hoping.
fact.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think they can see, but they're colorblind and they have terrible like night vision. So they use the echolocation to help them when they
PJ.
fly.
Don't
Yeah.
give us that unless we roll a bat check.
Oh, I'm so
How
sorry. I'm giving
dare
away too
you.
much information. I'm so sorry.
Why the
I'm
fuck,
oversharing.
PJ?
My God.
So,
Make us roll
see,
for it.
so it's not because you're blue. You must have done something to anger the bats.
You're just an asshole.
You're just an
It's kind of actually very uplifting if you think about it.
Hmm.
All right, who wants cake wheels? I'm tired of talking about bats.
Bum boys.
You go to the Bun Boys shop. Let me say, are you going to the Bun Boys shop? Okay.
I mean, Dragon is.
I don't want to be rude and assume. I don't want to make an ass out of you and me. But those who do go to Bun Boys, you see that a small crowd is gathered around Bun Boys, and you see on the inside 3 members of the Order of the Emerald Flame just kind of going, I want the number 3. And then you see the tall guy with the face like a corkscrew scar in his left eye and like his red hair just go, I want the Ichi special, no cream. And they're like, it comes with cream. I don't know cream. Like, okay. And they start making him the Ichi special. And the woman with the face mask and the hood up just goes, I'll just have a small Ichi special with the raspberry pastry. That sounds amazing. And they turn to you and they go, oh, hello. And there's Zohar like, hello, friends. It is good to see you again. How are you doing? I don't know this accent is. We're just gonna move on. Hello.
Like, why was he Italian for like a 0.5 seconds? How are you
Funny
doing?
because you're doing this, but Russian.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're all delineations of Latin anyway. Anyway. Yeah, if you actually look, yeah. Russia was started by both the Rus and the trickle off from the Byzantine Empire. That's what I'm looking for.
History lessons with PJ.
Look, we're not here for history lessons with PJ. We're here to have
Oh, yeah.
donuts and coffee in a fantasy Starbucks.
Yeah.
Wait,
Is Russian
hello.
Listen, they're
Yeah.
a lot
Latin.
more original than a Starbucks. It's
All
a
right.
owned
Uh,
operation franchise.
So there are Ichi meals.
Okay.
Are there Alona meals? Is there like a Chionabis meal?
I think the Shionibus was the Shionibus and the Dragon were just recently negotiated for. I don't know if there's an Alona.
Oh,
Um,
if there's all that, then you should add a dessert called a mud pie. I bet that would be really popular.
You know what? Give me a diplomacy check. I want to see where this goes.
I would like
Is
to
she-
help if possible.
Also, I need to know if Shionabis's drink is just a red eye.
Oh, it's just black coffee.
Yep.
All right,
It's just
that's a
straight black coffee.
23.
We
I'm a
know she's not gonna
15
add
to
sugar to
assist.
that shit. Come on.
15 to assist.
Oh
so
no
I
no
don't know
no!
what that
A
does.
red eye is black coffee with a shot of espresso.
Oh no, just black coffee.
Just black coffee. It's fair.
So you ask them if they have a dessert called a mud pie, and they think about it, and they shoot some ideas with you. Eventually, you come up with this amazing idea for like this very, very rich chocolate mousse custard pie / pastry. And then look at the eyes on Wes. I know I've hit the right description when his eyes go wide. They've even talked about putting like cookie shavings over the top or chocolate shavings over the top to give it some added texture. And they say, yeah, we're gonna. So I'm actually do it in the Acadian accent. Yeah, we're gonna go kick this off to corporate, and then maybe see if the mud pie can become a consistent pastry across the franchise.
That would be really cool. Hey, did you see that? It worked. They liked it. I told you. He looks at Dragon and goes, I told you mud pies were good.
I know the description. I want that right now.
Yeah, but when I said mud pies before, you looked at me like I was talking nonsense. And I'm just saying mud pies are pretty delicious. Unless kids are making you mud pies, then you might actually
That's
be eating
the
mud.
one I know. That's the only one I had heard of prior. Was that one? And trust me, you don't want that.
You know,
Because
in
when you're-
Brack, it happens.
Yeah, when your kid brings you a plate of mud and says, eat it, and then you have to try it to be polite, it's not fun.
You had kids that did that?
Yes.
Because I remember you saying you had kids, right?
I don't know if, did I say that to the group?
Oh,
I might have, yeah.
You said
I'm-
that to someone.
Yeah,
You
I
did
said that to
say
an
it out loud.
NPC, but I don't think I said
okay,
that to the
okay.
group.
So then we don't know.
Oh, okay.
So I just remember.
What happened?
Hey, we're back.
Oh, it wasn't just
Oh,
me.
was that
Thank-
all of
I
us?
thought
Oh.
it was just me
Oh,
too.
thank goodness.
I thought it was just me.
Same.
I
I was
It's
like,
rough
oh
out here,
no.
y'all. LA's having weather, and that's not
Oh.
okay.
No, I think that's the Zoom servers actually,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
everything
the
else
fact
is
that it
working
happened to all
fine.
of us.
Yeah.
yeah. It's okay. I don't. You probably came back just in time for me to go. Huh? Nothing's working. I'm gonna go pee. And then all of a sudden they started moving, and I was like, what? Oh no!
We're back. Wow.
Wow, awkward. All right, bro. All right. So that being said, you're at the Bun Boys. You have made the mud pie pastry. And what is everyone ordering? / if you want to talk to the Emerald Flame or any other member of the citizenry here, what do you want to do?
Okay. So Alona is going to walk up to the Bun Boys and give them her drink. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take lemonade. You're gonna take 3 ounces of lemonade. You're gonna take 2 ounces of peach tea. Both of those are iced. You're gonna take 1 teaspoon of blue pea powder. You're gonna take 1/2 ounce of brown sugar and 1 ounce of rose water. You're gonna shake it in a shaker. And you're gonna pour it into a glass and add ice. Okay. You need to shake it with the ice. But when you pour it out, the blue
Yeah.
pea powder with the lemon is gonna make it purple.
I'm not letting you powder my pee.
Speaking of that, could you go back to the blue pea powder? Actually, for clarification, how much peach tea? 1 ounce or 3?
2 ounces of peach tea, 3 ounces of lemonade.
All right, yes, got that. Blue pea powder. How much of that do I put in there?
1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon. Thank you. 1
Stop talking about it.
teaspoon. Brown sugar. How much brown sugar did I put in there?
0.5 ounces of brown sugar.
0.5 ounces. Sorry, I started writing immediately, and you were just like a champion giving me all the ingredients. I wasn't ready for it. But I have it now. So lemonade 3 ounces, peach tea 2 ounces, iced, blue pea powder 1 teaspoon, brown sugar 0.5 ounces. What am I missing after that?
1 ounce of rose water.
Okay, rose water 1 ounce. All right.
Yes. Now, congratulations, all of you have the recipe for the new drink I'm trying to pitch to my coffee shop. Hey.
Yay!
Hey, what's it called?
I don't know.
You need to call it the
Alona.
Alona now.
Yeah.
The
Alona.
Alona.
No one knows what that means except for
Doesn't
I mean,
us.
that's what makes
cares?
it work.
It doesn't matter.
If
They
you want
will.
to get it under the radar, call it the passion flower because passion flowers are purple, and it sounds
are.
very floral.
They are. I was
And
thinking
then
about
the secret code word for it can be the Alona. And so when people come in and order the Alona, they're
I
cool.
know.
that would be great. Yes.
Oh man.
Okay, anyway, that detour was nice. Who wants to do anything important?
Well,
Anything
Ichi
important?
has her travel bag of Bun Boy products, which is something that she established with them many moons ago. It's one of everything, packed up very nicely in like a messenger bag. So she's like, I'm ready to go. How we doing this? These guys getting on the back of our bats? Or where are we going?
Oh, wait, hold up. What are we?
Are we
Are
not
you?
going south on animals?
Oh, is it animals? I mean, bats
Are we
are
doing-
animals.
Are we
Oh.
doing like a caravan?
Oh. Hold up.
It's gonna take a long time.
None of
I
us
might
know.
be wrong. I was busy getting my buns, so I may be confused about our travel plans. But I know we were leaving, right? Or no?
Yeah, no, we're going south. I thought Dragon wanted to come here so we could collect all of the buns for the long trek because I don't think there's going to be any bun boys in Enshelator, Theramis.
And
Exactly,
Dragon does
see?
love buns. That is true.
Well,
Yeah,
I
that's
did
accurate.
get you a travel pack, just like this. And she pulls out a messenger bag full of buns. She sets it down like a suitcase and whatever a fantasy zipper is, unzips it, lifts the top, and it's like well lit on the inside. And all the different flavors are just kind of set into foam like perfectly so they don't get jostled on the trip. Like, I got everybody one of these. I don't know if this will be enough, but it's a lot. It's a lot of buns.
Yeah, no, this will be enough for an afternoon for sure.
An afternoon.
I'm gonna go get a couple more,
Yeah.
please, and then we
Uh,
can go.
Dragon, our trip
Uh-huh.
is gonna be very long. If you want to treasure the buns, you might want to eat them slower. Then
Yeah, maybe like cut them into like quarters and have like a quarter a day.
Dragon just looks at Genevieve very insulted. Just
I'm just saying. I'm
like
just
the
saying.
most, how
help
dare
save
you
'em.
look.
I'll go get in line. to get
yeah,
some more.
yeah. I forgot something back at the counter.
Oh no, my change. Coming. I'm gonna go wait in line.
Oh god. Okay.
Go ahead, PJ.
No. I was just clarifying. Shionibus is getting the Shionibus. Lothier is having the first locally sourced mud pie pastry of the franchise. Of course, Ichi's got Ichi special on enough donuts to drown a dragon, which apparently is very particular about how they enjoy their sugar-coated cake wheels. And of course, Alona has invented a very amazing drink. And when that does come to your coffee shop, let me know. I want to order the Alona.
I would like to order it too.
Yes, let's all
Sam and
go
I have
invade
done.
her coffee shop and
Yeah.
we'll go have the Alona. Yeah,
Oh, if you think this isn't happening, just saying.
Yes. I don't flex unless it's true. It's true. I'm flexing, therefore.
BJ, why?
Because he can. If I had muscles like PJ, I would do it all the time too.
This is fair.
Look, it's just picking things up and eating lots of food. If you do that, you can look just like me.
I'm very good at one of those things.
Welcome to the Church of Iron. That's all. 2 tenets. Pick things up, eat lots of food. Alona, what was the thing you wanted to do or say before we did a thing?
Oh, well, I wanted to clarify something. Like, I know that we're going here, so we're like stocking up on things before we leave. But if we're leaving like tonight or today, like if we're leaving right away, I have to say goodbye to my family.
That's a good point. Sorry. Choking on my coffee.
Don't
I
die, please.
make no promises.
Man,
No, it's too soon.
I will travel to the death realm to bring you back. If
I look forward to that adventure.
Blue Peach.
Blue Peach.
For the peach. Well, okay, so Alona wants to say goodbye to her family. Does anyone want to do anything else in or before you leave?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to do something as well. Go ahead, Randy.
I'm just gonna write a nice letter to I forgot their name, the person in the reliquary. Yeah, and I want to write just a note that's sorry for intruding, but thank you for all your kindness during our stay, and I'm just gonna leave it for them.
Nice.
Yeah.
They're definitely gonna love that. What did you want to do really fast, Wes?
I want to go really quickly look for Kel.
All right. Cool. So let's do that last. Let's have Alona say goodbye, and we'll have you talk to Kalamvat. Alona, you decide to go back to the temple and say goodbye to your family again.
Well, yeah, we packed everything up. Like, have we packed? Like, do we just go to the bun shop, or did we pack beforehand?
I mean, I'm just hand waving. You definitely packed everything.
Okay, great. In this case, then hand wave that also Lona stayed behind because there's no reason for anyone to go back. Alona stayed behind to talk to her family and say goodbye before everyone heads out. She gathers them all around and she says to them, I have to go. I don't know the next time I'll be back. And I just wanted to thank you for taking care of my friends and for welcoming me back with open arms and for helping me. This has been the best few days, being here with you and having everyone home. And I'm going to miss you a lot. But I hope when I come back, I'll make you even prouder of me than you were before. And on top of saving the world a second time, I'm going to figure out what our goddess wanted me to do. And I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to come home. And we can have all of the buns and read all of the stories and sneak into the reliquary together. I didn't say that. And be family again. I think that's what I want.
Father Tikva nods with a very gentle, soft grin. Your brothers and sisters that you had adopted or otherwise in the temple hug you, and they're crying, but they're so hopeful for you. Mother Tella is, of course, just weeping loudly, like wringing her hands in the air, beseeching Afra and giving you a great big hug, saying that she's very proud of you, that she knows you're going to come back, because if you don't, she'll never let you hear the end of it, and she'll find someone and she'll hunt you down. Like, she's making very non-vague threats. But she gives you a big kiss on both cheeks and your forehead. And Father Tekva walks up and just shakes your hand. And he says, you leave a hero, and if I ever get to see you come back a daughter of mine, I will welcome that. But I will never stop you from being the hero that you are called to be. And I can't wait till you cross my threshold again. hero, daughter, no matter what you are, you'll always have a home here in the temple.
Alona hugs him. Screw handshakes.
He awkwardly hugs you until finally he warms up and gives you the strongest hug his wiry old limbs can handle, but he gives you the strongest hug.
And with that, Alona salutes Zerlior and heads out.
Okay. So you're about to meet everyone. And at this point in time, we're going to cut to Wes, who wants to meet Kalimvet. Hopefully I'm not butchering that. You are able to find them somewhere towards the outskirts of the city. You first see those eyes, those yellow and red eyes, much like yours, but on a Goloma, it's very intimidating. Blue skin, wearing a sort of chainmail padded armor. They come up to you in the darkness. Hello.
Hello again. Thought about what you talked to me about the first time. And as interesting as it would be to be an avatar of Hamasa, her type of peace doesn't sound all that peaceful to me. My peace is on the hunt. That is where I feel truly at home and truly calm. And even in death, I don't think I could live without it. As much sense as that makes.
Oh, I totally understand the excitement of the living. It's a hard thing to shake. I'll tell you what. Keep that feather token I gave you. If you find someone that you think, after they pass, would be a good candidate, you give them that feather token. And then when they bring it to us in the backyard of Hamasa's cathedral in the world of the dead, we will give them the same offer. It's a shame too. You've been so good at killing all of the demons and abominations of the realm of the dead. No, that's okay. Bye now.
Dragon, his mouth is open. Should I ask for more details first?
So the Goloma have what looks like long hair, but what's really cool about Goloma is each strand of long hair is actually an eye. So you see one of their like strands of hair just kind of almost like a tentacle perk up and look at you. And then the Goloma turns around and goes with a giant shit-eating grin, just goes, "Do you want to know more about the horrible monsters, the bone golems, the meat wagons, the lich walkers?"
And he just kind of like head lowered just a little bit, walks up. That does sound a bit interesting.
Do you want to know about the fallen lords of the Fang and Blood? Do you want to know about Thane Animus and his court of killers and corpses?
Yes, I would like to know about that very much.
I thought that might interest you. Well, I'll tell you what. Hold on to the token. And when you're ready and want to join the order, I will introduce you to Hamasa, her servant, the Eulogy, and I will show you a land of unmistakable horrors and creatures, the likes of which are, man, there's something else.
That sounds good. I'll make sure, and he like make sure that he still has the feather. He's just like, yeah, I will make sure to keep it on me.
Remember, peace is something that is both given and earned. But either way, there's some horrible son of a bitch that's got to get killed to make it happen. So hold on to that for now. We'll talk later.
Sounds good.
Calumet wanders off into the darkness, and the private messages I'm getting right now are there's something, that's for sure. I'm not going to share them. I'm not going to share them. If you all can remember this by the time season 2 is over, ask me during the Q&A at the end of season 2. I'm not going to tell you. I will forget then, but hey, why not? Ask away. All right. So clarifying for the group, you are going where next? You're going to Enchelator?
Sure.
Yes, we have to go south. We're gonna go through Enchelator. Ooh wee.
Okay.
For Dragon.
Yeah. And also, the minute you say that to, I'm imagining you're saying this around Morel because maybe travel command. She goes, Enchelator. We're going to Enchelator. Are you? Do you remember what I told you during the waterfall in the grip upon a bear about that? Okay. All right.
I would love a refresher because I definitely was not there.
Oh yeah, no, you absolutely weren't there. Anyone else remember? I don't want to be rude and just start telling them everything.
Just go.
Okay. So, when I was a knight of Acadia, before I was transferred to all for the all that occupation stuff, I had to get really acquainted with a lot of our former allies and dignitaries, and I went to Enchelator. Enchelator, I can only tell you the tip of the iceberg, but they have these they're not even people anymore. They're husks of devilish power called malefactors. They are walking indestructible war machines that are fueled by a pact that they make with a devil lord. And more than that, the whole bloody aristocracy worships devils. To frightening power, may I add. I know it's judgmental, and coming from all peoples, it's hypocrisy. But I just, if we go there, we must be careful because there'll be a lot more than eyes watching us. There will be devilish intent everywhere we go. They'll be watching us, not the people. The people are fine. They always are. It's the.
Hey, hear me out.
All right.
Everyone. Just what if we just take a wide circle around, because we have one devil lord that doesn't like me at all. So
What?
if we want to just skirt around, that could save us time instead of murdered.
Yeah, is there anything we actually need to get done there? Or is that just the closest big settlement?
I think we were just passing through.
If we're passing through, it'd be fine. I mean, as long as we mentioned the people above us that are high station, I'm sure the nobles will want to entreat us and give us lavish gifts and be seen giving us lavish gifts. But yeah, I mean, more than a day or two for our own safety and time. I don't know.
No, we're definitely just passing through. There's nothing that we need to do in Enchelator, and we should be getting through there as quickly as possible. There's just no getting around it unless we want to take months getting to Dragon's Grave, which I know that we don't. We have to pass through there. But I hear you, Morel, and it is a really dangerous place, and I know that. But I think we're smart enough to get through it. We've been through hell already.
All right. Well, you lead, I follow. If you go to Enchelator, I'll be happy to go with you. And also, a lot of the information I was told you is extremely top secret. I wouldn't start spreading that around. It might have some dire consequences.
Okay. Well, we need to find transport for everybody. So would Alona know of anywhere in or anywhere near or where they could all get reliable transportation?
Do you happen to know?
Your bats?
Take the bats. Fly there. If you want to walk, if you want to go on terrestrial transportation, there's a couple of really great stables that have horses and camels, things like that.
We all nixed the camels because everyone wanted to fly on bats. So is there anything around that can fly Dragon and Lothier?
I can get really small and just ride on whatever bat there is.
I
Yeah.
should have room on my griffin.
Yeah. So Dragon gets the
Like to
griffin.
ride on the griffins.
And I
Please
will
spread the great.
turn into like a small creature and just hold on to the bat.
Can you
Well-
sit on my shoulder?
I could. Let me see which creature I would need to do that.
Well, while you're figuring that out, we're going to take our 5-minute break. And when we come back, we will begin the travel and land in Shalator. See you in 5 minutes, everyone. We'll see you then. Hello, everyone. And thank you for waiting. Oh, we saw Frog. Frog is the best mug. Yeah, we love Frog. And thank you so much for that 5-minute break. We are glad to be back, and we are going to be picking up right where we left off. For those of you maybe joining now, the heroes are deciding they're going to go to Enshalator to kind of swing around and go to an unknown town by the name of Dragon's Grave. But let's do Enshalator. So everyone has decided they're going to be flying on each other's flying mounts of sorts. There's 4 between you if you count Morel's flying bat. And so with 2 in each person, 2 in each mount, that should be yes.
So does that mean that Tobias is flying with Morel or flying with Ichi?
Well, that depends. Ichi, do you want to have Tobias riding shotgun on your bat mount?
I look at Tobias. I narrow my eyes. Can you behave yourself?
If I don't, you will kill me. So I'm going to say yes.
All right. Get on the bat.
It's a pleasure to mount you, Ichi.
Oh my.
He's getting kicked off once we
Re-
reach altitude.
really quick though, after hearing that, Dragon wants to go up to Tobias and be like, I mean, unless this is the way you're sacrificed, just falling off of a bat in the sky. And then he turns and walks toward the griffin.
You see Tobias looking at you and looks back at Ichi. Ichi, I apologize. My cheeky comment, it was clearly out of pocket, and I apologize.
You're gonna be falling out of my bat's pocket soon. Never mind. We should go.
Yep. Okay, let's go. So with that, you begin flying. Everyone give me a survival check as you fly on the way to Enshalator from Orr.
I would so this is actually I would have to be my normal size because the pest form does not last that long. This is something Lothier would know, but I don't know. So I looked that up. So I am myself. You said what role?
Survival.
Ooh, time to hero point.
24.
Nice. Okay.
25.
25. Nice.
Much better.
24 twice.
29.
Nice.
31.
31. Perfect. Thankfully, none of you get lost on the way.
Thank God.
Yeah. As you're traveling, you do have the unusual phenomenon of seeing the sky go from this pitch black night suddenly to a bright, maybe like mid-afternoon, 12 to like 2 p.m. day. As you leave Orr. So with that, with the forever night sky behind you, you start traveling. As you start going east, southeast the coast of the Acadian continent, you do see, however, now this interesting effect on the horizon. There's this bright blood red horizon as the sun seems to be setting quicker than it should. You then begin to approach Enshalator. Even from this far off, you can see this massive, almost monolithic tower in the center of a large circular sort of nation state. That's what I'm looking for, city state. This stone wall seems to encapsulate a very large and very multifaceted city that is somehow divided into 7 sections. And as you get closer, you see these 7 sections all connect to the tower in the very center of the city. This very big tower seems to be really a series of segmented hills. And at the very top of that hill, you see a massive and complex infrastructure of castles and mansions and aristocracy, literally looking down upon and high above their very own city. And as you begin to land, you can't help but note throughout the entire city, there is debris, destruction, decay, vandalism, and people working tirelessly and confusedly cleaning up blood, paint, destroyed glass shards all over. Looks like there was some sort of, I don't know, violence happened in the city recently. Hard to say.
Oh my
Now,
god.
do you land on the outside of the city or do you land inside the city?
I'd prefer to land where there's not blood. Personally.
Seems like
Yeah,
a valid
can we, like,
choice.
Is there
I'm
like
not
a
driving.
field on the outskirts?
I'm riding Alona's bat, so it depends on what you do, Alona.
What were you saying, Shonibus?
Is there like a field on like the outskirts of town or like a foresty area?
Yeah, you definitely see that there is a very dense forest with very thick and heavy rooted trees and a very strong green canopy.
Do we want to land there and walk our way in? What if we get our shit stolen, y'all?
That's why we have like swords and stuff. People have a hard time stealing things when they don't have hands.
Hmm. Hmm.
Dragon does not play.
No, we have bun boys. Of course I don't play.
Of course, it's the fun boys that we're protecting. All right. Yeah, I'd agree with Miss Alona here, though. I think going into the city might be dangerous for us, especially. I mean, 2 people. We're looking out for someone who doesn't like Chionibus, and also this place is kind of scary. So.
Does that mean we get to put on disguises?
Yes, I am 100% down. And what you see right next to you is Lothier change his face.
What?
He said, I'm good at that.
Who is
Yeah,
this?
but can you
Can
change
Alona
anyone else?
touch-
It's not anyone you know. It is an elf. He has decided to change into an elf. Because I have humanoid form, so I can turn into other people.
That's really cool. I like it. Can you teach me that, or is that like a druid only thing?
It's kind of a druid thing, but I mean, who knows? I don't know. Maybe we can talk about it. Maybe you could teach me some stuff.
Yeah,
I've never thought about that. I've only been studying from other druids mostly.
I might be able to teach you how to blow something up.
Yes,
With magic.
let's do it. All right.
Okay.
Can
Okay, he goes back to normal.
I also want to turn into a bear. That would be cool too.
does
Run that out there.
for okay. So Lothier can change his face, which is so much cooler than what I was gonna do.
That's not.
No, we want to see what you can do.
You've already seen it.
I
And
have,
Alona
but they
breaks
have
out
it.
Her sea beard cosplay. Sea beard. Bring
Y'all
him
haven't
back.
met Seabeard yet.
That's way cooler than what I could do. I don't know what you're talking about.
No. I'm sorry. I must fix it. You're right, Sam. You're right. It doesn't look like Seabeard yet. I lied. Hello.
So nice to meet you.
You mean arg?
Arg.
Arg. My name is Seabeard. I'm a disguise from season 1.
Dragon's gonna look very confused at Elona. Oh, I get it. Morel's into roleplay. Understood.
Yeah.
Deceased. I'm done. Have a good night, y'all.
Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we're disguising. I need those
Yes.
who are not casting a spell to make a deception check for the disguise.
Oh,
Can I just throw my
rats.
hood up?
Yeah, that'll be your deception check.
Yeah, does Dragon even need a disguise?
Couldn't hurt.
Okay.
Sounds very
22.
ominous, PJ.
Wait. What
22 for Sam. Okay.
can I do a society check? Like, what kind of makeup of the people here in Celat? What is the name of this place? In Skeletor?
In
Skeletor.
Shelator.
In Skeletor.
Yeah.
What's like the makeup of people? I don't want to be like, a dwarf and there's like very anti-dwarf or something.
Sure. No, thankfully, like obviously there's no like
Right.
anti anything.
Sorry. Thank you.
No, that's fine. I don't mind telling you. There's no anti anything. You do note that everyone tends to have a very pale complexion, very dark features. You see like elven nobles. You see all manner of like halflings, just kind of like, with down their luck, living in the streets. Tons of humans walking around, dwarves, the whole bit.
100%. I want to be a halfling.
Okay.
I've got some information for everybody. Dragon rolled a nat 1 on disguising himself.
Nice.
So
Oh,
yeah, there's that.
Oh, dude.
Okay.
Dragon, you're just like wearing a name tag that says, "Hi, I'm Dragon."
Hello, I'm a prince that ran away from a noble family. I wonder where from.
So Shionibus, what is your
Indeed.
disguise check?
Oh, can I roll stealth instead?
Yeah, you won't be
Fuck
seen.
yeah.
You'll be kind of
Yeet.
stalking through. Yeah.
Oh no.
You also roll a nat 1.
That was a 3, which
Oh,
makes it a math. Hold on, my stealth is pretty good though. 16.
Oh.
Okay. Alona, I forgot. What was your amazing disguise check there?
did I get a hero point for something earlier?
No.
I don't. Then it's a 16.
Okay. So
Oh my god, Effie Burton, Geo and Dragon in a horse suit.
like he's marching in, looks behind him, the butt end is not there, and he's like, "Du-du-du-du-du-du-du." Damn
Sorry, I got distracted by snacks.
it. Okay, so you enter the city with these numbers. Now, as you go in, you see that the kind of red horizon, that blood red sun seems to kind of bleed into the sky. Almost literally, the light, like blood red, seems to streak across in a dome arc over the city and seems to vanish as if being absorbed by gauze as it hits the midnight forever sky of Or. As you look at the sky, though, you see that it should be, from the bright orange trying to fight through the crimson red, it should be like maybe 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. The sun's thinking about going down, but there are stars eerily punching through the orange light of the sun and the blood red of the horizon. Everyone in town is like, they look exhausted. They look extremely sleepy. Some are walking with their arm in a sling. Some are walking with their leg in a cast and a crutch. Some have like stitches, and they're like, ow, what? Ow, what? You see members of the city like just brushing glass bottles across and like moving ash and soot across the ground. You see people cleaning like what looks like graffiti and blood from the walls, just looking confused. I don't know. And everyone's just kind of giving you this like last day of a festival kind of, I'm tired, I don't know who you are, but I'm being polite. Hey, how's it going? As they walk by you.
You see Lothier, who is now looking like a tiny little halfling that's very pale. Look around, and every time he sees like a halfling, he like takes something from the way they're moving. So like one who's limping, he's like, "Oh, I should limp." This is a new ability for him, so he's still trying to learn how to use it correctly.
All right, so yeah, you're kind of starting to kind of follow in the footsteps of the other halflings. From where you're all walking, you can see this place has kind of a hodgepodge of like beautifully and perfectly made asphalt roads. Not all, I'm sorry, asphalt's someplace else. Pounded stone roads, and the other half is kind of rough, uneven, hewn stone. One can take you round and down, and you can see a sign saying the aqueducts, and it's been broken and turned on its side, and it says out of order for decontamination. You see this horrible symbol that everyone's trying really hard to just scrub off the wall. It's not going anywhere, and they're really confused as to why it's not cleaning. And you see there's this big kind of bandstand, and on it a small person, a halfling, is reaching into a bag and throwing out money and throwing out food.
How far away from where we are?
Yeah, it's probably a good like 100 foot. I mean, you run there, it'll be there in a few seconds.
What is he throwing money out of?
A large, very large, basically like a canvas sack. He's reaching in and throwing out money in coin purses. He's throwing out food pre-wrapped. And you see the halfling. Are you getting closer to them?
I would assume that we would be getting closer out of
Rings
curiosity.
under their eyes like the rings of a tree, heavy, and eyes kind of wide. And though their face from here down is a joyous smile, here up, you see a plastered look of terror still on their face.
So, has anyone been here before, just out of curiosity?
Morel has. I don't like it. It's scary.
Yeah, this is really weird. I've been in places like this before where it's like, you can really tell that this side has a lot of money and this side doesn't. And I don't really like it. I don't like that.
Also,
uneven nature.
all the blood everywhere. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna ask about it. Where do we need to go? Because I don't want to be here a second longer than we have to. And then you see his face start like shifting back, and he's like, I need an alley. And then he sort of scurries off, comes back, and he's normal size.
Ah,
Oh, I guess it doesn't last that long either.
no.
Hey, I snuck in. They didn't see me. And if they come looking for me again, I can do it again.
Ilona offers you the hook from her cosplay.
I go, absolutely. I've been practicing my limp. I'm a pirate. Arr. Does that work?
You're doing so good. Ilona's so proud. Now you have to come up with a pirate name.
Oh.
What's the name of your pirate OC?
Oh,
Pirate Sona, if you will.
pirate soda is mud skipper.
Mud Skipper. Yes.
That needs to be your
Yes.
boat. We need to buy you a ship now. We can call it the Mud
Aw.
Skipper.
0 point for the Mud Skipper.
Seabeard and Mud Skipper. I'm a fan.
Dragon's gonna like just inch a little bit closer to Gianibus. How much money do you think's in that bag?
Who are we looking at?
The bag where he's throwing money out to the crowd. How much money do you think's in there?
Well, by the way, he does have to use a little bit of force to throw it that far. 200 gold minimum.
Hmm.
I mean, I
That's-
can take it off him, no problem. Is that what we're planning?
That I mean,
To
that was
do?
the idea, but now I'm questioning if 200 gold is really worth going into that crowd.
I mean, I said minimum.
Oh, okay.
I
Can I
mean,
make-
you wouldn't just be throwing money around if it's just 200. Like, clearly you have some
That's
to
fair.
spare, right?
Mhm.
Surely he has to have another pouch on him.
Or something.
Right?
Yeah. Gotta be something of value over there. Can I make a perception check to see if I can tell how much money or potential loot is in that direction?
Yeah, absolutely. Also, I never thought this would ever come up. If you have the cantrip approximate, you can also just cast that to get that as exact information.
I do not have approximate.
I don't, yeah.
I didn't even know that was a cantrip. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a real cantrip. It came out in, like Secrets of Magic. I was like, there's no way approximate's ever going to come in handy. And then one of my players, how much money is in that bag that they're trying to, that I want to steal from them? That's the exact reason you need that
That's
cantrip. Oh
right.
my God.
That's awesome.
Oh, nat 20.
20.
Yes.
Okay. So
No freaking way. Not
You-
more than nat 20.
you can figure out, because of the sheer amount of people that have gathered here. And by the way, it's almost like a rock concert, sans the music and the lights, just the bandstand, the little halfling, and he is young. He looks like he's maybe like a 12 to 15-year-old halfling, and he's wearing very fancy noble clothes. And he's throwing out money for like each individual. You assume right now, if everything else in there is food or money adjacent, he's probably got about 20 to 50,000 gold coins in there.
All right. So based on the size of the bag and how liberally they're throwing this out, I'm gonna guess
Mhm.
there's anywhere from 20 to 50,000 gold in there. And happened to take a little bit of a nap on your griffin, and my magic's feeling up to par. And I don't know if you remember this, but I can make things invisible.
I mean, I am the best pickpocket that you will ever meet. So, are we doing this? And also, that was going to be my next guess for a number. You just always shoot low at 1st.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And
Right.
without even asking, he's just going to like tap Janibus on the shoulder and cast invisibility.
Fuck yes.
All right. Out of curiosity, Sam, Ichi is in this very garish place. Do you have anything for Ichi? Like, what's she feeling?
She's minding her own business.
That's very, very valid.
She's organizing her donuts.
Ichi is the only one of us that, is just going to survive whatever's about to happen.
Look, the moral of the story here, no thoughts, only vibes, is the way to survive. Yeah.
You see Ichi opening up her Bun Boys package, ignoring everything that's happening and like looking. And then if he's not doing anything else, I imagine Tobias is there and he reaches for one and she slaps his hand. And then she takes the one he was going to grab and like puts it somewhere else.
You see him going, I'm so sorry about what I said. I know that I found to be humorous, but it was offensive. I'm sorry. Okay.
No thoughts, only buns. Don't make a joke about that.
Promise I won't.
Serious. She goes back to organizing.
All right, so let's do this. Alona, I'm sorry, not Alona. You're not Shonibus. You're two different people. Shonibus, you're invisible. That's what my brain was trying to say. Shonibus, you're invisible. Now, this will have a lot of things going on, but I want you to give me. You know what? You choose. Do you want to roll stealth, or do you want me to roll against your invisibility? How do you want to do this?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna roll stealth.
All right, go ahead.
I would also like to assist by creating some sort of a distraction.
Okay, we can definitely do that for assisting. Please roll a deception check or performance, whatever you feel comfortable doing to deceive.
Okay.
28 for stealth.
28 for stealth. Okay.
I'm not good at deception or performance. That's a
Oh,
5.
you got this.
Which
Oh,
honestly
no.
could somehow be more distracting by failing what I'm doing.
Okay. So I want you to RP. What are you doing to distract while Shonibus is sneaking around?
So Dragon, full well, is a good tracker. Sees Chionibus's footsteps going toward the cart and is like, all right, so in order for this to work well, I've got to create some sort of distraction. I've got this. And he's going to walk up to the crowd and be like, ladies and gentlemen, please watch me do acrobatics for your entertainment. And is going to try and do a couple flips and things for the crowd. But apparently does not perform well under pressure.
Oh, no,
Okay.
great.
This is really good at acrobatics, but really terrible at performing.
So here's the thing. You see everyone turning and they're like, and they turn away. They're like, please, Lord Puck, give us the food and the money. We need it. And you see the halfling up there going, of course, I'll make sure everyone gets the food and the money. You all deserve it. And Shaltor's in repair, and we'll make sure you get the food and the money. And again, smile face, terror eyes, handing out food and money. Shonibus, you go right up to the bandstand, go right up to the bag, and you start getting your hands in. And it's got a massive opening, big enough for the halfling himself to jump inside. So it's not hard for you to start pulling out coins. You're using your bare hands and you're grabbing the money.
Hmm.
You would definitely examine the bag first and be like, magic? Maybe? She's learned. She's not as dumb as she once was. Still dumb, but not that dumb.
Give me a perception check.
Right on. 25.
Okay. The bag is mundane. The gold is in separate mini leather pouches for the gold, and the food is wrapped in little boxes. Everything here is very mundane. But the 25 wasn't to see what's in the bag. As you look around the site, you see heavily stomping up onto the bandstand, walking right behind Lord Puck. You see a familiar form of twisted plate mail, horned helm, and a heraldry you couldn't quite get your eyes locked in on. And this being, his helmet is staring dead at you with one gnarled, twisted eye, and then almost headfirst, body second, it stands behind the halfling, arms folded, and then a louder voice comes stomping up behind him as an even more imposing form of metal comes flanking you. The voice is just a "Hut" command, to which you see the other form just stand at ease, or I'm sorry, at the ready. And with that, they just stand there like monoliths. You are standing in between them. And you see in their massive metal mitt a glaive, a sword, a weapon. It's hard to tell. It's just gnarled, twisted, in Sabeline.
Shit. Quickly, can I go into the duet and see if it's the person I'm thinking it is?
Go right ahead.
Because my hood's already on.
You're gonna go into what? Go right ahead.
Y'all, I got nervous. All right.
So, yeah, hood's up. You're entering the Duat. So, as you do that, these two monolithic metal forms suddenly look at you. You can almost hear the metal scream and creak as it turns on their bodies and stares at you. And one of them, with the bigger one, even more gnarled eye, kind of turns its head like a dog responding to a sound and goes, "Perfect."
I'm going to reach my hand into the one that I saw earlier's chest, like for his heart, cast Chill Touch, and then like Spartan kick him out of the platform.
All right, give me a roll to hit.
As if I'm like reaching, like taking his heart with me as he goes the other direction.
Okay, roll to hit so you can grab him.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna use my hero point just in case I can get a better number. Okay. Is my math right? That's a 29.
I gotta do math way fast. Okay, 1 second. What's your fortitude DC?
It's what I have plus 10, right? 22.
So you reach out, and suddenly, as you're about to touch the gnarled breastplate, the massive Mitch grabs you by your hand on the wrist and yanks you close. As it does this, the illusion of invisibility breaks. You're now on stage, on the bandstand, exposed to the world with your hood up now, but you're in the duat, so you have that kind of ghostly ephemeral form as this large being has you by the wrist. And the one who's not grabbing you turns, and in a deep and metallic voice, it says, "Lord Puck, we must be away. It is not safe for you. Let us go." Lord Puck goes, "But the people, they will always be ready for handouts. Until then, for your own safety, Lord Puck, we must leave." And then the one who's grabbing your wrist says, "Congratulations. You're going to jail."
Is there a shadow nearby?
Hold on. Heads no, tails yes. Heads, there's a shadow nearby.
Shadow jump.
Okay. Shadow jump. Okay. I'm trying to think. You're being grappled right now. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Give me an acrobatics check to do so. If you make it high enough, you'll slip out of his hand and jump through immediately. The DC to beat, though. It's gonna be bad. It's going to be, you gotta beat a 30.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, I would be
this.
watching the stage, right?
Yeah, you definitely see this, especially the minute he grabs midair and Shonibus appears out of thin air. You see that.
I would also like Dragon would instinctively try and do something. I'd like to telekinetic projectile one of the bags of gold at the dude's face.
All right, so let's put a pin next. We're definitely gonna do that. The first one we get the acrobatics check. Yeah.
I got the same freaking roll, even with a hero point.
What was it?
It's a 3.
Take
Which
my
makes
hero
it-
point. Take it.
Kylie.
Haven't used it. Take it. And you can take mine, and I can say that Ichi gave you
Telekinetic.
Also,
I'll take
Reeves-
Reap Psyche
Psyche
just in case.
Just gave us a point.
All right.
I'll
All
take
right.
Reaps just in case. But get out of here. It's too
But
stressed
get
for
outta
you to be here. Dice gods, I pray to thee. Don't fail me. Yeet.
Oh,
Here. It's a 19. I got a 3 instead, or a 7 instead.
okay. So you're trying to get
Going to
out.
jail.
As you do this, you see everything start getting dark, not in the friendly Duat way, as the sabling flame slowly starts to lick up your arm. Roll to hit West as you do the telekinetic projectile.
Okay.
Come on, Wes. Come on. Oh no.
Another nat one.
No.
I can't believe it. It hit the
So-
wall of my dice tray and just stopped.
So you pick up the bag with your mind and you throw it, and it goes wide and hits the other tall metallic figure. Ting! And he looks at you. And then you see this giant metal structure kind of bend in to look at you. And then
me.
as the stabling flame extends from this creature holding Shionibus, you see him turn to the other one and say, "Take their friends or offer them a bounty. Either way, this one is going to the prisons." And in a flash of sable fire, both of them are gone.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, son of a bitch.
All right.
It's been fun, guys. I'll see you around.
She was a good day to mind her own business.
This is definitely us just coming through town and getting out of there for sure.
I need to stop casting invisibility on friends because it always goes bad.
Yeah. Reeve Psyche's right. Y'all couldn't just lie low in the Devil City just one time. Just once.
Like you don't know us. Come on, bro.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do something because this second one that's still there is about to come for us, right?
Yeah, you see them moving slowly but methodically. They just start walking to the edge of the bandstand and then just almost lets their weight crash to the
Okay.
land of the ground beneath them.
So when he hears sort of it give that command, Lothir's gonna cast a spell.
Okay, what command? What spell are you giving?
Obscuring Mist.
Ooh.
Yeah. So all of us inside of this mist here are gonna be obscured from view.
Okay. If I recall correctly, that gives, oh gosh, it either gives cover or it gives you hidden. One of the
Concealed.
two. Gives you concealed. Okay.
And all creatures outside the mist become concealed to us. But yeah, I can see through it. And so I'm going to grab Ilona and Ichi and pull them back. What's his name? Seabeard?
Seabeard. Arg, arg.
I'm gonna grab both of them and pull us out towards the back.
As you
Or
grab them-
and Dragon. Sorry, I forgot
Oh.
Dragon. But Dragon.
so all
You're on your own.
four, you
just do
four,
yourself.
That's fair at this point, honestly.
yeah, the four of you and your two NPC friends, Lothar, you grab them in the obscure mist and you break out. And just as you get everyone out of harm's way, you see piercing the veil of the mist, this large metal hand just reaching for you, missing by inches as it grabs the mist in its hand and opens up an empty palm, wisping back to the mist. You can see the hand accept defeat and start trudging back. You can hear, as the mist continues to obscure you, the sound of anger and dejection as today's event has come to an end, and you can hear for one silent beat the large metallic figure saying, "Come, Lord Puck, you must away for your safety." "No,
No, I want to get back to the people. That's not what your station is for. No. And with a loud thrown sound and another sabling crack of fire, they're gone.
All right.
Great.
So now we got to do a prison break, huh?
If anybody looks at Dragon, his shoulders are tense and he is pissed right now. Just like literally, you can see his knuckles are white and he's visibly shaking with anger.
I don't even know anything about this place to even know where they would take them. Oh, maybe Morel. Maybe you would know anything about where they take prisoners.
I don't know what malefactors take the prisoners, but I can safely assume it's whichever royal family that malefactor works for.
Alona
Right.
sheds her Seabeard cosplay. They said that there was Lord Puck. I'm
I
assuming that means something.
Are there any people sort of around the corner who were waiting for some of those handouts still there?
A lot of people. They're mad. Some people didn't get the chance to get their food and money, and they're very upset.
I'm going to look for a young, like a child, or a mother, or something like that. Someone who looks like they didn't get what they needed. He'll sort of walk over to them, and hand them 2 gold, and ask for some information on Lord Puck and the family Lord Puck is with.
They light up. They're in tears. They say that they haven't been able to have any money since since her partner died. We just woke up and they were gone, and we were told they died in an accident, but that doesn't make any sense. It was literally just the night before. They were healthy and they're in bed with me. And now we get to eat food. We haven't had a bite of food in a day or two. I'm so sorry, sir. I've managed your question. What was it again?
I'm just trying to see who that was, who was passing out money and food.
Yes, that's Lord Puck, one of the new nobles, who's always been here.
What?
Yeah, it's Lord Puck. We all know Lord Puck. He's new, but we all know him. He's always been here.
Yeah, that's what is there like a, I don't know what you would call insight in this game.
Perception. Yeah. Perception's
Yeah.
like the catch-all. Use it for
Okay.
everything.
And I want to, does it seem, because she's literally going from new and old at the same time, and like trying to remember. So actually, I'm not even going to roll for that. It just seems like some weird magic tomfoolery of some kind. But I'm going to ask if she knows anything about the family specifically, like where they're located in town, because the town's split into districts basically based on the family, right?
Yeah, based on the different 7 noble families. You see her going, I don't know. I don't know his district. I want to say Raskuchin. No, it can't be Raskuchin. Where does he? He's a noble. We've always known him. Where is he from? What's his district?
Don't worry about it. And thank you for trying to help. Oh, sorry, I gave you 2 gold. I meant to give you this, and he hands 3 more.
They're extremely grateful as they take it, and they're just thanking you, and they're already running to get food and some new clothes. And you can see all the houses, all the windows in the city are boarded up as like new panes are being put in.
Yeah, I walk back to our group and I go, I don't know what's going on here, but something's strange. I just talked to that woman and she couldn't even tell me anything about Lord Puck, his family, where he's from, whether or not he was new or old. There's something odd here.
Does seem like everyone here is in some sort of daze. Like they've just woken up from something horrible.
Hmm.
I don't like it here. I'm sure nobody else does either. But the first thing we need to do in order to find Chio is PJ, can I use locate?
The spell locate?
Yeah, I can't use it to find Chio.
What can you use it for?
I can use it to find objects within a 500-foot radius. And if there's anything that someone dropped or was important to someone.
What about a bag of gold or something that Lord Puck was tossing?
I could find that, yeah, for sure.
Did give her that bun right before she left.
What about
Our bum boy's gonna save us.
Gave her
I
a
was-
delicious bun.
actually gonna suggest, what about Chionabis's friendship bracelet?
That's what they're for. What is a friendship bracelet for, if not to use your magics on to find them when they get taken to prison for tomfoolery?
You can absolutely do that. Yeah, you can use the locate spell to do that.
Okay. I shall do the thing.
All right.
Actually, I don't know if I roll for that.
You-
This is the first time I'm using this spell.
No, you don't have to roll for it at all.
Okay, great.
It does.
Good.
It does take some time to cast, about 10 minutes. But
10
once you
minutes,
you
yeah.
do that, you kind of get this like mental nudge, almost like your head has an arrow and it's pointing in a direction, and it's
Mm.
pointing towards the massive tower in the center of the entire city that's cut in 7 sections for the 7 noble families. It's pointing right there. Now it's pointing kind of ambiguously at it, but you feel, according to what the spell works specifically, the closer you get, the more it kind of gives you a better locale for it.
Mhm. Got it. This way. Alona leads them. Half Seabeard, half Alona.
To the big scary tower in the middle of town.
Yup.
Oh, dagnabbit.
We're gonna be fine. We have Seabeard with us.
Arg. You
Eh.
do. And
Eh.
you have me for emotional support. Oh wait, I gave you my cook.
Yep, it's Mud Skipper. He's brave and ready to take on anything.
That's right. Pirates don't turn back.
Arr.
They grow up so fast. So good. As they're going to the center of this, where this pillar is, how does Dragon look? Still mad?
As you keep approaching, he's getting increasingly mad and he's muttering to himself at this point.
Ooh, what is he
Same.
muttering?
If you try and listen in, he's like, if we don't find her soon, I'm gonna burn this entire town to the ground. Every last building and every last royal in here will burn to a crisp. And he's just like muttering that stuff to himself. He
Would
clearly
love
does not
this.
like this place very much at all.
Right.
Mood. Mood.
I want to cut to the bottom of one of the 7 towers. as a sabline flame ignites, cutting the veil of reality into a minuscule step from the bandstand to this prison. The stones seem to be bleeding. The light of these torches seems to be fuming heavy smoke, like an engine from an old muscle car, just fuming constantly. And as you pop back into reality, this dismal prison, you see a door to your right to the cell that is about to be yours, and it's fleshy like gums in a human mouth, but the bars are coming down like teeth or fangs. The walls by the very prison walls are fleshy like cheek meat, and as they open the bars of these teeth, they throw you in and close it. And you see three of them looking identical with the same kind of star corkscrew around the eye, cutting off, so only one good eye is out there. And they stand up straight, and they turn, and they march away. And then two come back. One of them takes two large hands and wraps around the bars, slamming his metallic helmet against them. You see on his metal helmets, instead of that corkscrew bind on the one eye, you see a series of chain links like chainmail coming off his face. Next to him, you see a massive metallic form, similar, curled eye, but he's got the most nonchalant thing you've ever seen. Two arms on the bar, leans down, hip pop, puts his hands on his chin. The one with the chainmail just keeps slamming his head into the bars, and he says, I don't know who you are, but your name is in my head, and it won't leave.
Maybe hit it a few more times, and maybe it'll, you'll lose it. Maybe you'll also get rid of your other good eye.
My lord wants me to take her skin. Put me in there and I'll flay her like ripping husk off corn.
I'd like to see you try.
The one with their hands kind of folded, face nonchalantly on their gloves. You can see by the up and down of their body, they're chuckling.
Uh-oh.
I think
Jesus Christ.
to watch that myself. I think you showed us. I was given a very mundane task, and then
Cutting out a bit.
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah.
My apologies.
Yeah.
You just need to
It's
turn down the
clipping the
volume
mic a little bit.
Yeah.
So you reached out to me through that veil of yours. It was nice. Anyway, I was tasked with finding a lost prince. Go figure, so mundane. I really must thank you. I thought, finding a prince on this realm, it'll be like finding needle in a haystack, but no. You come see with that idiot.
He's the
You put a
one with
bow on
like
him.
arms crossed, right? Oh,
You practically put a bow on him. I really must thank you.
can I quickly grab his wrist and like yank him forward against the bar?
Go right ahead. Make an athletics check.
Cheonip is so bold.
Oh my
You said
god.
athletics?
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
320. You grab him. The minute you do, you find you can't even move him, but suddenly you hear a falcon caw, roar, really. And in your own chest, you feel this as a sun begins to ignite inside you, and you can hear your aunt. That's it. That's the one. Well, one of many. You have your opportunity. You can try to kill him now. I know this isn't really easy.
I'm gonna grab his wrist instead of realizing I can't like yank him. Can I twist his arm back and attempt to either break his like forearm or break his wrist?
Yeah, give me another athletics check.
God damn it. 18.
Unfortunately, that's not enough.
No, I didn't think it was.
Now, that's my arm. That's for me to break, not you. Now, if you excuse me, I need to find that idiot. Have a good time. Don't worry, I'm not gonna say Ravon's idiot dog on you. I'm gonna go do my job. Seeing his stupid face and like, well, my new face.
Oh.
And with black fire licking over him, he's gone. The one with the chains, like chainmail hanging down from the face of his helmet, slams his head one more time. Let's go. And storms off.
Can I do one more thing? Do I still have all my stuff on me?
Yeah,
Can I fire a bow?
Go
Like
right
fire
ahead.
an arrow?
Absolutely.
I want to do it at like as he's walking away, as quietly as possible, like base of the skull, like top vertebrae of your spine. Right
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's switch dice. Let's see if that'll work.
This is why Dragon and Chi get along.
Okay. That's a 29 to hit.
Okay.
And I don't think I get any bonuses for my arrow
No, not from the arrow.
because
Roll damage.
I have my hood on. Okay. Okay. Nervous, y'all. Sorry, not 29. Yes, 29. Sorry. Sorry. I forgot I added my runes to my actual hit. What am I looking at? I can't activate anything, right? Okay. Okay. Math. $26 damage.
Arrow finds its way right where you want it to. The head kind of turns with the impact and slams against the wall. He stumbles back. He reaches up, grabs the arrow, rips it from the base, turns to you. I must commission for the rites of execution.
I know, Ravan. I know what I must do. I am trying. Your malefactor is trying to serve you.
And he just storms off.
Oh, guys, I really hope you hurry.
So cut back to the group. Everyone give me survival as you're trying to trek your way through the city to get to where Sydney is leading you.
Oh,
D6.
26. Okay.
This usually, I had to fix my statement before I jinx myself.
19.
19. Okay.
17.
17. All right.
30.
You're saving a princess from a tower.
All right. So the hustle and bustle begins to get real. Everyone is now in the city streets and it is very congested. You're moving around left and right trying to get through. Alona does have some hard time kind of moving through it, but the arrow kind of guides her, so she makes it. Lothier and Ichi, same. You're able to kind of duck, dive, dodge, and dodge to get through with her. Lothier, you're trying to keep up, but like there's a lot of people here. Even though you're brute forcing your way through, it's the amount of effort it takes is slowing you down and slowing you down and slowing you down until eventually it seems almost like it's on purpose that these people are flooding around you. Now, everyone else, you seem to get up this massive set of stairs. You see a massive set of stone stairs. The masonry is perfect. And there's even nice handrails that go up this massive hill to where there's almost entirely different city lives. You can see it from here. Gold, gilded houses, fountains made of pure sapphire and emerald. You can see beautiful clear water, but also damage and destruction all the same. Now, as the people begin to crowd around Dragon, a voice breaks over them.
Hello, Prince.
Shit.
Yeah, it is the right word.
So you were behind this.
Behind what?
Can Dragon see who's speaking right now?
If you want to turn your head to look, yeah, you can look and you can see this 10-foot, maybe 12-foot tall mountain of metal, a malefactor of Inshelator.
So Dragon immediately hearing this voice and recognizing what's happening is going to turn and without even a moment's hesitation is going to fireball him square in the face.
That's
Okay. I want to do something. Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
How many people are around this guy? Because he's not going to want to murder a bunch of innocent people.
Oh, there's an entire city of people around you.
Okay,
You see
all right.
a bunch of civilians just kind of mindlessly now clogging the streets.
Okay, so instead of that, immediately Dragon will draw his sword and spell strike this guy as close to the face as he possibly can get with sudden bolt.
Okay, roll to hit.
Okay. Please, dice. Do me this favor. Okay. So that is a 29 to hit.
Roll damage.
As everyone can tell, Dragon is not very happy to see this individual.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Do we already know that Dragon, the family that Dragon sort of escaped from, is here, or we don't know that?
He hasn't really been forthcoming.
Right, that's what I
with that
thought. Cool.
information.
Yeah, I was just making sure. Thank you. Hit him in the voice mod.
Look, as GMs, we only have so many tricks, and one of them is voice mod. That's a trick we all got.
So that's 48 damage total. Oh
Yeah.
wait, plus the 1d6 good damage or the
Safe bet. Safe bet.
so that's 52 total damage.
All right. So you strike with your blade. The impact is mighty as you can feel your blade of Enshelator smack against a malefactor of the same. The helmet, king, with that loud metallic ring, flies off, unfurling a long mane of ivory white hair. And the massive mitt kind of covers the face.
No. Don't hurt me, please. No. That's not what you treat your father.
As the hand drops, you look at the smiling, wicked smile of your father.
No, please, don't hurt your daddy, dearest.
So I would say for the first time, you all see Dragon. He's literally standing there, his mouth open, eyes wide, and his sword is shaking in his hand.
We're not with Dragon right now, right? We're on the stairs. Yeah, we're not with you. You're by yourself.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
So yeah, he's just standing there, frozen, shaking. And he doesn't really know what to say or do at this moment. Hearing that voice in particular coming out of his father is not something that Dragon was ever going to be prepared for.
I can see on your face the anger, the confusion, the pain. And you had no idea that I watched you all those years. All the years that you were gone, watch. Maybe I was lying. Who knows? This is why it's funny. Who knows? Only I do. I'm gonna tell you. But why would you hurt your dear dad? Well, Prince, this is gonna go one way. I just want body. Well, not your body. Soul, your soul. And I'm gonna give it back. And they're gonna do whatever they're gonna do to you. I'm going to do whatever I want forever. With any... Oh, that's a spoiler. I shouldn't say that.
And he's gonna like take a step towards him, letting the tip of his sword drag on the ground, and like look up at him. You know I can make this very difficult for you. But let's make a deal instead.
You said the D word. Yes, please. Let's make a deal.
You let Giannomus go in front of me to my friends, and you can have me.
I want both. Plus, my friend, Malefactor, they're all named Malefactor. He works for Avon. and Ravad has a bone to pick with her. Well, a bone to pick away from her piece by piece.
And I'm sure your master wouldn't like it very much if I started destroying this precious town. You know I can do it.
Very strong. Good. So are the entire Malefactor army and the devils that call this place home. Your boy included.
Fine. You want it like that? By all means. And then he's just going to cast invisibility on himself and try and disappear into the crowd.
She gave it to me with a bow on it. Once again, I got caught monologuing. I really have to stop doing that. Oh well. If it's a chase or a game, I'll play.
And with that, he grabs his hip, and you're just as this horrible fire made of purple energy just forms a blade, and he starts hunting you down.
Did you just give him a lightsaber, PJ?
Oh,
Maybe,
Technically, I have one too.
but it looks
yeah.
like a badass like
It's a-
claymore sword,
It's a claymore sword,
like claymore. Yeah.
Like claymore. Uh,
So
I
yeah?
turn around and I'm like, are we missing someone?
Yeah, give me a perception check, everybody.
Oh, great. Amazing. 26.
I
26.
got a natural 20.
Yeah.
Hey
Oh,
yo.
nice.
Nice.
I got a dirty 20.
Mhm.
So everyone recognizes now that Dragon is missing. He is not behind you.
Oh, okay.
You also see, now that you're kind of up the hill, the entire noble section just completely destroyed. And a bunch of malefactors just roaming about like Terminators. Sam, you see way suddenly snapping to consciousness, Dragon turning invisible, and you can imagine booking it through the crowd, like the ripple in the water. You can kind of get the general idea of where he's going. And this massive frame malefactor had a helmet off, pulls out this horribly ruined blade made of diabolic magical energy, and he just starts slowly stalking through the crowd.
This way. This way. Ah. Nietzsche will start going. Lead the way.
Okay, so you're just running down for it.
Yep.
Now this is going to be difficult because the person you're looking for technically is invisible. Well, strictly speaking, is invisible. So they're going to be
Nat
kind
20.
of covered. Yeah.
I'm also going to cat that. Whoa.
Remember that?
True. You
I'm-
got the nat 20. I'll give
I'm
I'll give
also
everyone
gonna
bonuses.
cast detect magic.
That would definitely. You know what? Yeah, your powers combined. I'll let that work.
Voltron.
And I'll form the head. So working together, you rush down the hill. You start breaking through with your critical 20 and your detect magic. You are able to kind of pinpoint the exact invisibility spell that Dragon is using to cloak himself. And of course, Alona, you're there too. And unfortunately, Shionibus, you're in the horrible devil prison. Dragon, where are you running to?
So, Dragon knows that he can make his way through the crowds, and I would imagine that he tried to memorize this town as much as possible. So he's going to go to the nearest place that would piss the malefactors and the army off if he blew it up with a fireball.
This is so on brand.
Give me a society check.
Okay. That is a dirty 20.
All right, you have two choices. Because the malefactors work for,
Yes.
number one place would be anywhere on top of the hill where all the nobles live. Any fireball up there, oof, that's big bad news. Secondly, you remember hearing about this horribly infected aqueduct that was okay because it seemed to be purifying the water. But someone said that there's this unusual dimensional rift, and if anything were to ever happen, something definitely bad would slip out. So you don't know if it's like that, but you think the aqueduct is one and the noble houses are the other.
The only question I would have is, would Dragon know which one he could do without that wouldn't cause harm to any of the innocent people? Because like he could blow up a noble's house and that's fine, but the aqueduct seems like something that might be kind of necessary for people.
That's true. You do remember, though, the sign said that it was closed for contamination. So you get a feeling that the likelihood of people being there would be a lot less than the nobles in the noble quarter sector.
Okay. So yeah, then he'll make his way to the aqueduct and try and cause as much mischief as possible to get the malefactors to accept his deal.
Okay. So I want you to tell me the tale of what that looks like, and then when that's done, I'm going to turn that to the other three. So Wes, tell me the tale.
Okay, so this is an aqueduct, right? Like old Roman style aqueducts. Cool. So he's going to go to where the aqueducts are and look for the nearest like important building to the city that's close to an aqueduct.
So important building near the aqueduct. All right. So
if it's like a policing center or anywhere that the malefactors might, use for something.
I mean, the aqueduct is pretty far removed from the rest of this. So, but I mean, it itself is vital.
Got it. Okay. Vital to the city. Got it. All right. So he's going to look for where this reported portal potentially was going to be. And he's going to use all of his magical energy left to launch a fireball at the support structure for the aqueduct and collapse it.
Okay. So we're going to get that in just a second. The three of you, you're following this intense chase. The malefactors are like Terminator walking, just. And as the lead without the helmet walks, you see 4 or 5 more to start to flank him. The one without the helmet kind of flicks his wrist, and a sabling flame forms into his hand, puts it back on, and they march. What are you doing?
Can I make a roll to see how likely it is that they would kill me if I attack them?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
22.
22. Okay. Now you want to know, like, metamath, how likely they are to kill you, or like intent?
How, like, if I just go up and hit somebody with one of those dudes with my mace, how beefy do they look? Does Ichi think she could just like take one on if she catches up with it?
Very good question. I'm gonna say the 22, you know that one of them would be a pretty rough fight for one-on-one. It might be a little easier if it's 3 of you versus 1. 5 of them, that would be a very hard task. Someone might die.
Okay. Oh. Carry on. I need to look something up.
Okay. So as that happens, you start closing in, and it's ironic because now how things started with the 2 malefactors flanking Shionibus are now in a flank unbeknownst to them. They're in the middle, you 3 are on one side, Dragon's on the other, and the fireball goes off, destroying the structure. Wes, give me give me a society check as you're using your knowledge of this city's infrastructure to best place that bead of fire.
That is a 30.
Oh yeah, you put that fireball in the perfect place. The aqueduct has these massive column structures that rush the water to the sanitation area, and it gets all, so you pop. All this stone starts to fall and crush the malefactors. There's knocked dead. Cut to sable fire. The prison where Shionibus is stepping out. You see the form, the malefactor who was talking so cordially to you before.
Oh, someone looks sad.
Someone who looks crazy.
She's gonna flip
Yeah.
off.
Oh,
Back at you, princess. It's not going so well out there. The princess be feisty. So, guess what? You're being voluntold. Welcome to Baked Academy.
I'm sorry. What?
An academy for being baked. I thought that was in the name. I must not have been very clear.
Do you want to like further explain? And what do you even want with him anyway? Like, I don't.
And with a hand clasp of joy and a turn on the heel, he walks off. And that is where we're going to end episode 22 of Edge of Legend.
stress.
No.
Stress.
And
Evil
we're-
dads and our elf is in jail.
And we're also just confused AF because you're throwing fireballs in this city that we think is our first time here. We don't even know you're from, like, you know?
They're never gonna invite us back.
Explained it all. Yeah, he kind of didn't want to admit that he was from here yet, and
Yeah.
now things are
We
happening.
still don't know. Well, yeah, we still don't know.
And then your dad shows up, like Darth
Don't you hate
Vader.
it when your dad shows up and is
Yeah.
an evil demon malefactor thing?
Yeah, that's
So
That's
relatable.
new. That's new.
Don't you know it? Do you know the feeling, don't you? Would you hate it? Would you? Would you?
Wait, it's the academy of what?
Yeah, what?
Academy of Bait. I'm so sorry. The voice changer admittedly does team to it's not perfect.
I heard Academy of Baked, and I'm like,
Yeah, I was like, are you about to
Are
get
they?
her?
Wait a minute. Are they
God
getting
damn it.
baked, or are they trying to bake Shanabus into a pie? One
Or
of
is he
them
getting
might be
refunded?
okay. The other is horrifying.
Well, I mean, the town might be baked because no one knows what's going on at any points in time ever.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Rough
This
time.
is so fun. For an interesting backstory into what half the hell of this stuff is, you can go to our YouTube/Nat20Prods and look at the Crimson Carnage Halloween event from last year. Anyway, that being said, let's say our goodbyes and goodnights. Let's start with Sam. Sam, tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Well, hello, I'm Sam. You can find me here on Wednesday. But also at Hey Sam Sterling on any of your social media platforms. Or also in every now and then some corporate trainings where I use my corporate training voice. That's all for me. Back to you, PJ.
Thank you very much, Sam. Let's turn the tables over to our next legend. Randy, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
howdy, howdy. I'm Randy Alvarenga. You can follow me on Twitter at Roller Raja. That's ROLLER RAJA. I spell it because sometimes people write one R and then you won't find me. But you can find me on a couple of things. But the one that I'm gonna like hype up right now, all of them are on my Twitter, but the one I'm gonna hype up is this Sunday for Pride Month. We're playing a super cool game for the Bum Boys. Get excited. We're pumped. I am. So come hang out with more Nat 20 Productions this weekend.
Yay.
Well,
Come be our
next
friend.
up, Sydney, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello. My name is Sidney Rubino. You can find me all over the internet at Sidney Rubino. That's Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Kylie and I are having a fight on Twitter right now. It's not a fight. But she posted some very flattering pictures of me, and I'm excited for you to see that, I guess. When I'm not here with these lovely people every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I do have a short, like, mini series campaign going on Weave the Tales channel, and that's a Necrobiotic campaign, which is an indie TTRPG based on, like, biomechanics and, like, dystopian future, and it's very dark and very fun and very good. And that is at 3 p.m. PST on Saturdays. And then, yeah, please join us this Sunday, 2 p.m. PST for the Bun Boys one shot. PJ has been working his butt off to get this amazing thing going, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be very gay, and we have our charity proceeds going to the Trevor Project, so please come and support us this Sunday. Other than that, that is it for me. I love you guys. Thank you for being awesome. This group is amazing, and I love telling stories with you. Yeah. Period.
Now let's turn attention over to Wes. Wes, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hey everyone, I'm Wes Johnson at Wes_IRL and all the things. And yeah, I do a thing called Eat for Initiative on Fridays. PJ is a part of it. It's pretty great. And I'm also going to be a part of the charity campaign this Sunday, which is going to be awesome. And all I have to say right now is, I hope everyone's okay.
I'm so glad you chose to go to Enchelator. I really am. This is a gift to a GM. This is wonderful. Well, now let's turn it over to the person whom none of the last 45 minutes would be possible without. Kylie, please, you beautiful, beautiful roleplay goddess, tell us who you are and where we can find you doing similar acts on the internet. That, you know what I mean.
Hi, I'm Kylie, or I go by Kai. It really doesn't matter at this point. You can find me at Kai's Wonderful Life all over Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere. Sydney and I definitely are in a fight. You should go look at my Twitter because it is the most flattering pictures I have ever taken of Sydney before. When I'm not here, I am over on the World Tree Quests here on Twitch at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we play a homebrew 5e campaign. We are currently planning a wedding, my wedding, and another PC's, because we get married, and it's gonna be cute as heck.
9 a.m., but I don't think you said what day.
Sundays. Sundays. And, you know, if you want to catch me at Coronaburg Run Fair Sunday, before coming in to watch our amazing one-shot, I'll be there. Sounds like a fun-filled day. I might have things, maybe. Depends if I can get it done in time. Come RP with me in person. It's called LARP. Okay, bye.
Just
I
something
went on
to
a
add real
tangent.
quick. I retweeted your tweet.
Did you? Perfect.
If anyone happens to see it, just sprinkle it around the Twitter. Please like and leave a comment, and make sure to reshare it. Don't leave a comment, reshare it.
I
want
do all of
everyone to
them
see
because
this.
that's how you get it in front of more people. I mean, I'm just helping the
That's true.
algorithm.
Also, with
Y'all-
respect to with respect to Sydney, also maybe don't. I don't know, but
That's
I was
true.
just being silly.
Yeah, I'm like, am
I
reading
want
the
Matt
room
Mercer
right?
to see this.
Are we harassing Sydney? Is this what we're doing right now? Like,
I mean, not if Sydney is actually
is
offended
this
by it,
what
then I
we're
won't.
doing?
But if it's fun jesting, then I'm for it.
Yeah.
I just want to say that Kylie says that we share brain cell, but I like to think that we as a cast share brain cell, because sometimes
I definitely want to
Sometimes
nominate
it's
Ichi for having it for the last half of this episode.
Yes.
Minding my own
For
business.
being minding her own business.
Yo, we came into town. We're like, hey, we're gonna just go in, get out, head on to the next place.
I was sitting going like, man, I really hope someone does something. And then there it is, public thievery. Yes. Let's
I could
go.
tell.
Not the
I
first
knew.
time.
You're like, Ichi, what are you doing? And I'm like, not what you want me to. You evil man.
Look, I also just want you to have fun, Sam. I don't want
Ichi's
you to
having
be
a
bored.
great fucking time minding her own business.
I don't
Sipping
know
her
why
tea,
we think
getting
it's
in
such
no
a
trouble.
surprise when I have thievery antics.
I
Love
just
it.
need to let you guys know that Dragon is on top of a building at the beginning of the next episode, absolutely taunting them.
Yeah.
We're gonna start off with absolute
I mean,
chaos.
you're starting with massive destruction. Like, we heard you mumbling to yourself about how everyone in the city was gonna burn and die. Yeah.
I'll tune in
Thank
next
you for
time.
reminding me,
Yeah.
Randy. Anyway, while I make a quick note, my name is PJ. You can find me all over the internet at pj.megaw, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Come find me, confront me, and let's have fun. And when I'm here with these amazing legends, you can find me with Wes at Wes_IRL Fridays, 6 to 9-ish p.m. as we do Yeet for Initiative, and it's getting hot and spicy. We might be killing the big bad, and then whatever Wes says we're gonna kill him, we're gonna kill him. Also, a huge announcement again, like everyone told you, this Sunday, 2 to 7 p.m., we are having the Bun Boys one shot. It's an origin story of sorts, as the Bun Boys open up their first ever shop in a little place called Cobbledale, where this whole story kicked off 3 years ago. But this will be before that. So come see not only the first day of the Bun Boys shop with employees, but come help the Trevor Project as we raise money. Hopefully there'll be some stretches and milestones, and if not, we're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna do an awesome thing for an awesome cause. Yeah, more announcements as we get them. So let us go raid. What should our raid call be?
Mistakes.
Or one brain cell.
One brain
One
cell.
brain
That's
cell.
good. That's good too. Yeah.
I like that we all one brain cell.
I don't know if Dragon shares the one brain cell. I think he's just lacking.
No, I mean, like, as soon as you were like, hey, let's go into this dark forbidden room, I was like, yeah, all for it. Like, I was thinking the same. I think you do.
Dragon's 100% the instigator out of everyone.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
And the rest of us are like,
100%.
yeah.
You read my
Dragon's like,
mind.
what thing can I do now? And everyone's all like, yeah, who's the enabler? We have the instigator. Who's the enabler?
Oh, it's definitely me.
I was both, yeah.
It's either one of us.
The only one who doesn't enable Dragon is Alana.
I feel like Alona's the adult.
I feel like Ichi is like the one who's like, okay, let's just change the vibes in the place. I'm only going to enable like positive ideas, and Alona's like, yes, or I'll
Or
punch. Yeah, I'll punch bad ideas.
don't. That's true.
Turn off
Ichi's
the
a calming
sunglasses
force
for that.
unless you make Ichi mad and then you want to run.
Oh, she'll smash you so bad.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna be rating Paul Dances. They're playing
Yes!
Dungeons and Dragons, and for some of us, we may recognize some of those players. So let's be very kind. Let's be very excited. Let's be very hype, and let's shout mistakes and burn it down and brain cells. We're gonna be rating in 3, 2, 1.